Hi, this is Dee with Divine Needle, and it is Wednesday, and welcome to the Age of Aquarius. It is March the 3rd, 3/3, 2021. The numbers don't... I don't ignore the numbers, let's put it that way. They do mean something. The holodeck's made of numbers, 100, so trust. It definitely means something. Anyway, so I'm not going to do weeklies on Wednesdays. I'm just going to go with the dailies all the days of the week and do a weekend AOA reading. AOA, Age of Aquarius, for those that didn't know what that meant. And yeah, those readings are meant for the people that know for a fact they're on a mission. Whether they know what that mission is or not yet, doesn't matter. The reading still applies. So, let's see. Whew. Yeah. The astrology behind today is fascinating. One of the other tarot readers, I haven't gotten to finish her video even yet, just started it. She got a scorpion and a snake in her reading. Well, I got that snake yesterday. Snake in the grass, right? Her reading, she got the snake and she got a scorpion. The moon has moved into Scorpio. The moon ain't playing games today. I can tell you that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, there's, interesting, that moon has moved into Scorpio, and she got that scorpion. I think our dark side's gonna be out to play today. And it's interesting because most of us try to walk in the light all the time, but sometimes we have to show our dark sides, so that people get a point. Anyway, so, and they want, you saw yesterday's reading, they want you, to visit that shadow side of yourself somewhat, because you're going to have to, okay? Anyway, the Sabian symbol for today is really fascinating. The Sabian symbol for today, it says, the words are lady in a fox fur. You know, the fox is quite clever. And the actual pictograph is an arm with fur on it, but that arm is holding up the Dio, and it's a hand gesture. It's used at lots of rock concerts and things like that, but it's also to ward off the evil eye. Well, if you guys have any clue what the evil eye is, that's the eye of Ra. Put two and two together, it's the eye of Ra. And that symbol also stands for the Baphomet and for Pan, the god Pan, the satyr, right? And that's to ward off evil and bad luck. And they use it at the rock concerts as rock on, but it's also warding off evil. A lot of people think, oh, that's evil. They're doing the devil sign. Well, the devil happens to be the twin brother of Apollo. But what's interesting is what people don't know is the inversion down here. Who's really the devil? You must ask yourselves. Anyway, I'm going to do a stream or a video on Divine L going much deeper into that symbol, because that symbol is also used in Hinduism when it's known as the Apana Mudra, a yogic gesture believed to rejuvenate the body and to ward off evil. Once again, expel demons, remove negative energy. That's in Buddhism. So you tell me, who's the devil, really, as we understand the word devil, and who is the bad guy? in history, ergo. Anyway, so, yeah, when you seek for answers, you seek to know. Anyway, enough of that for now. Anyway, the hand symbol is being made in that pictograph. So, to me, that's warding off the evil from other people's dark side. Plus a whole lot more, but that I won't get into right now. But it's very fascinating that that is, and it says lady in a fox fur. So to me, that speaks of the cleverness of the fox, right? And then holding up the Dio. That's what that hand gesture is called. And well, it's called several things, but there's a band called Dio. Yes, I know. Dio, yeah. I know. Yeah, I'm well aware. My husband's here while I'm doing the reading. Yay! So that's always nice. I love it when he joins for the readings. Anyway, they want me to keep it simple, simple, stupid, stupid, simple. So that's what we're going to do. Let's look at today's energy for Wednesday, March the 3rd, with the moon in Scorpio. Will our stingers be out today? I have a feeling they will. Okay. In a most clever way, they just said. Thanks, Gabriel. Overall energy for Wednesday, please. Some additional notes from the Osho Zen. And it flipped on the pile. Receptivity. Okay. Channeling the higher selves. Channeling those that are guiding us. In my case, Gabriel and I. Maybe letting them step in today. I have a feeling it's interesting. I just want to take note of that at the bottom of the deck, moment to moment. And it's funny because right under that's nothingness. Also, to me, because of the picture, not the word so much, or dark side, right? Step by step, moment to moment. It says moment to moment, but I feel like that's step by step. See how he's teetering and balancing on those rocks? Yep. So the fox with the Dio warding off evil while we precariously make our way through some turbulent water. Those need to be part of the reading, so I'm putting them down. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeehaw. Whew. Can feel that energy. Here we go. Today, overall energy from Spirit Keepers. For everybody on missions, what's the overall energy for today, please? And there it is. Champion. It's good energy to have on a Wednesday. Victory. So we're going to be able to navigate that sticky situation we're in. A precarious situation where we're tiptoeing through turbulent waters. What's our highest priority for today? Wednesday, March 3rd. Everybody on missions right now. Still having to deal with the holodeck BS, right? Oh, yes. Highest priority for today. Highest priority for today, please. Well, I love it when they do this to me. I know they're stacking things just so. You want those cards just so. Highest priority. There it is. Oh, and we have the Destroyer out yet again today. And the Conservator. Oh, holding back the dance of Kali? Remember the 2 sun cards again. You saw me shuffle. That ain't no joke. And High Priestess. Highest priority today. That can mean a couple of things. All right. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? As a matter of fact, there was a whole lot of shuffling that happened before those cards came out in that order. And those 2 cards came out yesterday. Highest priority. And the Fool card again. Nice. Ooh, the Keeper. And guess what? This doesn't surprise me. The Shining Quarry. I saw that come up in another reading I watched while I was waking up. Okay. Let's take a peek at the underneath. The Earth Knight. Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Orbs in this deck. Either way, it's slow, steady progress forward as the Magician and the Empress. Filling that hollow void. Apocalypse and Angel right under that. The hollow void. All right. Underlying energy. The Shining Quarry. I always like to take a peeky of that underlying, because that tells a story all on its own. The Knight of Orbs. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of Earth, to increase your material resources, assets, and to cultivate fruitful abundance. Yeah, trying to hang on to your earthly, right? The alchemical instructions the Spirit brings to you is this: crystallize your work ethic into something finally solid and tangible. Create definitions, then slow down, decelerate so that you have a chance to reflect and meditate. You do not need to be on the path of rapid increase, not yet. Now is the time to cultivate your resources organically, taking it slow, without giving in to the temptation of urgency. Be methodical. The Shining Quarry marks the encounter with one's own earth nature and making sense of our material attachments. There will be realized outcome in your personal economics, finances, property matters, business, income, or earnings. The Shining Quarry is here as a guardian spirit to help you navigate the work cut out for you, having to build a stronger earthly foundation so that you can increase your access to sources and thus bring about the success you have been seeking. Et omnia cumque qui facit prosper abuntor, and in all things he shall prosper. Persist forth in your efforts shall be successful. The Shining Quarry is here to make certain of that. Steady, persistent effort in manifesting. Anyway, overall energy today, the Champion, aka Victory. I'm not even going to read it, because for me, well, I just heard read it. Okay, reading. Read it. They reminded me of something that's said in there, and I'm like, okay. Because there is something said in there to be mindful of. It's like the lady with the fox fur. Letting your dark side out to play, but in a clever way. Yep. When the Champion is the spirit of victory, when the Six of Scepters appears, success will be yours. Yet we are reminded there are 2 sides to victory. Remember that. 2 sides. The Champion can bring wisdom, wealth, seed, life, dominance, peace, and grace, as noted in the 7 double letters corresponding with the sacred 7 planetary rulers in the back wall archways. Likewise, the Champion can bring folly, poverty, desolation, death, subjugation, war, and ugliness. So you must be clever with your moves. Okay? This card should have a chess piece on it, in my opinion. And if I got out this other deck right here, I imagine that card would come out. But it does have, see the pony there? That looks that's indicative of the knights in the chessboard. So, and you see the chessboard pattern in the background. So she did pick up on it. You don't see the chess piece itself, but it's represented by the little horse there on the shirt. So, making your moves strategically with the slyness of the fox, okay? And that's why they wanted me to continue reading, because it is about the picture as well. Because you're going to be navigating some tricky situations here, and you need to really be on your game, okay? Because you don't want this to escalate. You want fairness, justice, energy, okay? So, the imagery of the spirit here conveys the core of the message. To be the champion, one must be oblivious to pain. For there to be victory, there must be self-sacrifice. If you seek to defeat your opponents in competition or combat, then with the support of the champion, you will be victorious, though with it comes personal sacrifice. Victory always necessitates personal sacrifice. Okay. Now, our highest priority, the conservator, the destroyer, and the high priestess. 4 of orbs. That's withholding, holding on to, energy, holding back, or quite literally just trying to conserve your earthly possessions, right? 4 of orbs. Yeah. Okay. The conservator is the maintenance work, investments, and natural resources needed to reign, rule, and order. This is a spirit presented in your life path when you are demonstrating an inordinate attachment to the material. I don't think that's the case with this card. This is earthly power you are clinging desperately to at the expense of greater spiritual realization. The conservator is both the spirit of that which is empirical and orderly, efficient and pragmatic, and also that which is self-serving and covetous, parsimonious. To me, that's not what this card is saying today. Not at all. Or to me, it's trying to hang on to it does say that as far as trying to hang on to your earthly possessions. But maybe those possessions don't serve us anymore. Could be, right? Maybe they're causing us way too much stress. Hanging on to those earthly possessions can cause and create a huge amount of effort sometimes when they don't serve us even. Could be what they're trying to say. So think of that over. Really think that over. Are those material possessions worth it to you or not? Is it worth all the headache you're going through? Because right underneath that's the Dance of Kali. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Done with it. Done with holding on to that, right? Possibly. Done with the dance. Okay? Dance of Kali. 10 of Swords. Must ask ourselves, is it worth it? The destroyer is ruin personified. Here we are watching the Dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The destroyer is downfall as a consequence of our acts. There has been a fall from grace. The destroyer appearing before you can be an omen of a death spirit or a triple goddess motif portending doom, destruction, or plunder. If you have erred and let pride or glory corrupt you, then the destroyer is here to cut down that pride and glory so that you might find your way back onto the rectified path of wisdom. If you have been unduly betrayed, which that can be the case, or hurt by another, then the destroyer is here to pull the swords out from your back and will ravage vengeance on your behalf. What goes around will come around. The destroyer is here to warn you of deception afoot, treachery, perhaps even treason that threatens your well-being. Being cautious of your environment and who you're trusting. Some of you are trying to hang on too desperately to earthly possessions. In the long run, you can't take them with you, right? Some of you are experiencing a downfall from trying to hang on to those possessions, a fall from grace. And others are quite literally having some deception or treachery going on, or treason, dealing with those earthly possessions. And you must high priestess that crap. That's using your intuition and receptivity, right? Your higher self, your team upstairs that's helping you, you know. They are our puppeteers if we're listening to them in some aspect. But key 2, major arcana, the priestess. So it's super important that you do this because it is the highest priority. This is Sophia, or wisdom personified. She guides you toward deepening and broadening of your knowledge. Aspire for scholarship to wield the power of discernment. Yeah, you're going to have to discern because you've got a tricky path ahead. The priestess is the queen of the angels. When the priestess appears to you, she instructs on the cultivation of your wisdom and intuition. The summation of the choices you have made and the landscape of thoughts you have painted for yourself have taken you to the threshold of a particular path, and now is time to venture deeper, farther. Yeah, deeper, farther into your dark side. Here is the wellspring of magic. All right, that's our highest priority today, dealing with this particular earthly possessions. And some of you trying to hang on to them too tightly, others being screwed over by somebody with your earthly possessions. It can go either way. And what to be mindful of, prepare for. The keeper, fool, spirit, and petition of spirit. The fool is who has become practiced and learned in the spiritual path, now engages in a more interactive relationship with the many names and faces of the Holy Spirit. The cornerstone, the rejected one. Use the keeper for spirit contacts connecting to the angelic or divine realms. Yep, they want receptivity. Because if you're going to navigate this situation, you need to be wide open to your team. Wide open. Because it's sticky. You can also tap the Akashic records. But I don't think that's what this is about. This is about being wide open to the team. Okay. Little outgoing messages for us for this Wednesday. That was fast. Okay. Creativity, bottom of the deck, the Fool card. Healing the heart chakras right under that. So I will put it there. Once again, another Fool card, see? All right. Like I said, use the slyness of the fox navigating this. Okay? Brand new beginnings is what to be mindful of and prepare for. Okay? I hope this helps you navigate your Wednesday energy. Until the next reading. Oh, and there's a breakthrough right under that. There will be a breakthrough. Okay? I will put that right there. There will be a breakthrough because a lot of you are healing, this last karmic moon with it being in Virgo, full moon. A lot of you are healing childhood wounding of your heart. Okay? and there will be a breakthrough on this today. Fantastic. Do remember the energy of this for you guys can float up to 5 days, usually, generally pretty immediate for most, but it can float as much as 5 days. So keep this reading in mind, because you may run across this if you haven't already. All right. Anyway, have a fantastic moon day. Remember who loves you more than anybody on the planet because she created it and you. Have a good one.